You did it. You spent hundreds, maybe thousands on your dream off-grid solar setup. The panels are on the roof, just soaking up the sun. The batteries are ready to store all that glorious free energy. But what if I told you a tiny, overlooked component, one that often costs less than a single solar panel, is about to bring the whole thing crashing down? This little box is the brain of your entire operation, and it's the source of the most costly and catastrophic failures I see out in the field. Making one of the 5 mistakes I'm about to show you is like hiring a fox to guard the henhouse. It's silently killing your system's efficiency, destroying your expensive batteries, and in some cases, creating a serious fire hazard. Welcome to Veninden Academy. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And if you're a returning viewer, I appreciate your continued support. Let's make sure your solar investment is protected for the long haul. That silent killer is your solar charge controller. Its job sounds simple enough. Manage the power flowing from your panels to your batteries, but that job is a delicate balancing act. And if you get it wrong, the consequences are brutal. You're not just losing a little efficiency, you are actively shortening the life of your battery bank, which is usually the most expensive single part of your system. Overcharging can literally cook your batteries, while undercharging starves them, leading to permanent damage. Mistake number 1 is simply getting the wiring wrong. I know it sounds basic, but it's a massive point of failure that can have devastating results. I'm talking about using wires that are too thin, having connections that are loose, and using the wrong tools for the job. Think of your wiring like a pipe for electricity. If you try to force a ton of water through a tiny pipe, pressure builds up and things get hot. It's the exact same with electricity. Undersized wires create resistance, and that resistance creates heat. Best case, that heat is just wasted energy. Worst case, that wire gets so hot it melts its own insulation, creates a dead short, and you have a very real fire hazard on your hands. Loose connections just make it worse. To avoid this, calculate the right wire gauge. Size your wiring to handle at least 125% of the maximum current your system can produce. Use an online wire gauge chart based on amps and wire length. Keep the wire run between your controller and batteries as short and direct as possible. And don't cut corners on tools. Use a proper crimping tool and double-check every connection. This step alone can prevent disaster and boost your system's performance. The second mistake is sizing the charge controller incorrectly. Many people either buy a controller that's too small to save a few bucks, or misunderstand how current and voltage ratings work. If your panels output more amps than your controller can handle, you're throwing away power or risking total failure. For instance, if your panels generate 40 amps, but your controller can only handle 30, you're losing 25% of your system's potential. It's like buying a Ferrari and being stuck in first gear. To fix this, look at your array's short circuit current and multiply it by 1.25. If that number is 40 amps, get a controller rated for at least that much. Go higher if you can. An oversized controller runs cooler and lasts longer. Also, match the voltage rating to your battery bank. Don't connect a 12/24V controller to a 48V system. Mistake number 3 is exceeding the controller's voltage limits. This is the fastest way to destroy your charge controller in seconds. Each controller has a maximum input voltage, often labeled as VOC. If you exceed that, even by a little, you risk instant, irreversible damage. And remember, panel voltage goes up in cold weather. A system that's safe in summer could spike past safe levels on a crisp winter morning. Always check the total VOC of your panel string and keep it at least 15 to 20% below your controller's maximum input rating. Use a multimeter on a sunny day before connecting your array. This 2-minute check can save you from a very expensive mistake. The fourth mistake is neglecting the controller's settings, firmware, and diagnostic features. A lot of people wire up their systems, see the lights blinking, and assume it's good to go. But out-of-the-box settings rarely match your battery type. Flooded lead-acid, AGM, and lithium batteries each have different voltage needs. Using the wrong settings leads to poor charging performance and battery damage. Take time to read the manual and set your controller to match your battery's chemistry and charging profile. If needed, input custom values. Also, check for firmware updates from the manufacturer. These often fix bugs or improve performance. And never ignore error codes or warning lights. They're telling you something important. The final mistake is overlooking the value of system integration and remote monitoring. Many modern charge controllers come with Bluetooth apps or remote displays, but people skip setting them up. Without monitoring, you're flying blind. It's like driving a car with no dashboard. You don't realize there's a problem until it's too late. Use the remote monitoring tools available to you. Install the app or meter, check your system's performance regularly, and look for trends. Monitoring empowers you to take control and troubleshoot problems before they become serious. So there you have it, the 5 charge controller mistakes that can cost you dearly. Poor wiring, improper sizing, voltage overages, neglecting settings and firmware, and ignoring system monitoring. Each one is entirely avoidable with the right knowledge and a little extra effort. Your solar charge controller might be small, but it plays a massive role in protecting your investment and ensuring your system runs at its best. Avoid these traps, and your setup will reward you with reliable, clean power for years to come. Have you run into any of these mistakes? Or maybe you've spotted others out there in the wild. Drop your experiences and questions in the comments. Let's help each other get it right. Thanks for watching Vanindin Academy, and I'll see you in the next one.